everyone, welcome to Tarot. I've got my camera set up at a specific location so I can hopefully have the cards in front of my hand so you can see them. And I've also got coaching straight after, so I will need camera not so just crazily distributed. So hopefully you'll be able to see my shuffling as I'm here, and then a little bit of the cards that come out. So that might be fun. I see that people have joined already and we've got a few questions. So you guys, early birds, I love it. I hope you are doing good. Where are you guys checking in from? Where are you guys located? I know that Himanshi, you're in India, right? So where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know. How are you all doing? Are you feeling fatigued, tired? There's a lot going on for the divine feminines lately, for sure. Okay, a few different kind of shuffling. So we're going to go for Lalitha's guided messages, especially on this new moon. Very good, Himanshi. How are you? Okay, so let's have a look. So thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team. Let me see if I can just shift it ever so slightly, get a little bit closer to this table. Can I please have any divine guidance and messages for Lalitha? What other messages do we need to know for her and her connection regarding this new moon phase? Are there any other messages we need to know, please, Spirit? Perfect. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot card. This is more fast movement energy. So we've got a Chariot card regarding the soul's movement forward, the higher level of ascension, you know, moving forward in this most prestigious way, right? So this card actually came out last, so I will pick up that card last. But what I do have is the first card, Five of Wands. I'm seeing that there is a lot of frustration, maybe around your work colleagues, maybe around your connection. But I am getting a touch of frustration. I'm getting there is just this anomaly of, yeah, I'm just getting a lot of frustration at this time. You may be fatigued, you may be, you know, a little bit run down. And if that's the case, this is obviously mirroring between you and your divine masculines, but I'm feeling that a lot of energies right now are just running the twin flames energy down. But remember, this is more about ascending higher. So the more and more you are in this fatigue state, uncertain state, probably feeling a little bit frustrated, like little things are getting to the both of you quite right now. Then we have the Ten of Cups. So this is actually the energy around your divine masculine as well. But this is what you do need to know, that in spite of some of the difficulties and turmoil that you may be going through, there is this level of abundance that's going to emerge through it. A lot of times what we sometimes feel is when we're going through a really tough period in our lives, like we end up having this breakdown so we can have a breakthrough. Like every time we see a challenge, it's actually enabling us to be better versions of ourselves because something is trying to emerge through us. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So this for me is about this fast moving, passionate energy that you probably have towards this connection. I do want a little bit more information regarding your connection, Lalitha. So why is the Queen of Wands here, please, Spirit? Okay, so we've got one card that wanted to come out. All right, so it's just that one card. Oh, actually, and the one card that I did just notice is the King of Wands. So regarding these King, Queen of Wands, when I asked about your connection, the card that did want to come out is the King of Wands, but we also have the Magician. So the Magician is this major arcana, like there is going to be a wish fulfillment regarding your connection, but right now what's happening is you're going to go through some of these battles. You're going through some of the pain points, the pinch points, the triggers, the little bit more healing, a little bit more like coming out of the frustration energy. And you're actually going to come into this beautiful, harmonious union, divine feminine, Lolita, between you and your divine masculine, because this is the whole point of where you are right now, having gone through some of the challenges at this current state. I'm seeing that both of you are emerging in this passionate new energy in a different version of yourselves that actually is helping you manifest and create your dreams, create your vision, create your reality. And this is really, really special. Just to say that we do have two, well, it'll be one core card pairing, the King and Queen of Wands, and that's material, physical union, right? So that is something that both of you are working towards, but you do need to get through this sense of frustration, this sense of energies that just aren't really sitting well. There's no point going into a connection where you're just not feeling it. You're just not bringing your best selves to the situation. But what I am seeing is this is going to pass quite quickly, and you are going to come into this sense of harmony, harmonious union within the next, within the future period. So, beautiful. So we've got a few of you here. So Himanshi, Puneet's current feelings, his next moves, the angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team. What is the next move? What is the communication? Is there communication coming in the physical? And what other things does Himanshi need to know? What else does Himanshi need to know? So at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Empress card, which is very, very beautiful. I feel like this is something that is coming forward. This is something that is allowing you to rise up in the version of yourself. What don't you know? The Wheel of Fortune. This is actually going to change your whole trajectory. Like, you being in this Empress energy is going to change your whole fate, your destiny, your fortune, your new levels of abundance. So what we have for Puneet and the connection, to be honest, I'm seeing this is almost like the tower moment that they're going through right now. We've got the Seven of Swords, which is about betrayal. It's about insecurity. It's about self-sabotage. And we also have the Seven of Wands. You can't really see it very clearly on this image, but we've got the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So this is very heavy energy at this time for the connection. I'm feeling that there is this sense of sabotage that is happening at this time. There is this sense of deceit and betrayal. Now, I don't know who this is for. This might be Puneet experiencing some karma at this time, that it's their karma. They need to deal with their own karma, okay? So I'm just looking at the going through this tough season and kind of repenting their karma. They need to go through the lessons, they need to go through the struggle, and they need to have that karma come back to them. And this is actually playing quite a heavy role in their life at this time. So the feelings are that there is luck, there is a connection here, but there is something that is preventing your divine masculine from coming forward, because obviously we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Like, you need to focus on yourself at this time. It may sound frustrating, but when the more and more you focus on yourself, the more and more your divine masculine will come in, right? It is just a given. But when you're focusing on yourself, you're actually attracting everything you desire. But what's happening is as you're focusing on yourself, your divine masculine currently is actually focusing on how to right the wrongs. Like, they've obviously put quite a lot of negative karma out there. And this is actually the burden that they need to carry. Like, you can't do the work for them. You can't do the healing for them. You can only look after yourself and take care of yourself. So this is almost like that regurgitated information. It's not being clear how Puneet feels about you and the next movement. But what I am seeing is there is a lot of like betrayal and pain and uncertainty coming around with your divine masculine, and it's just the burden that they need to carry. Then that's basically the messages that I'm getting right now from Puneet to you, is just saying, I'm going through a lot. I'm going through how I feel, and sometimes I avoid how I feel, and I don't want to think about how I feel, so I'm going to distract myself, and I'm going to be busy, and I'm not going to face up to my responsibility of this connection. So this is something that is, you know, karma is coming around. And the last card actually wanted to come out was justice, and justice is all about that karmic cycle, right? It's actually saying, with all of these cards, with all of these heaviness, this betrayal, this repenting their sins, I'm getting, it's actually coming across as this is God's way of making sure that they know they can't come in too early, otherwise they're not going to respect the connection. They're not going to honor the connection because they don't honor themselves. They're not able to kind of clear into this new pathway because they haven't been able to truly take responsibility of their actions. So this is justice playing a role to say that you get to choose your reality, and it's 11:11, just as I said that you do get to choose your reality. But if you're choosing all these distractions and all the ways to betray yourself and pain and heartache, well, then you're going to get your just desserts. You're going to keep getting the same lessons until you heal, until you learn, until you understand, because the connection is blocked right now because you're not going to be appreciated. If you do come into union together, you're going to separate again. And so I feel like this is very much a heavy energy. But the positive sign is do work on yourself, divine feminines. Like, if this is the time where your separation is meant to happen for both of you to ascend higher, to go into this deeper level of inner knowing, higher ascension, soul guidance, all these different things that are coming about. So right now, those are the messages that I'm getting from Puneet to you, just to say, like, they're going through these heavy energies. They're going through this kind of like pain, and it's okay to wish them well, but you can't do the healing for them, right? So let's go on to the next question. And yeah, of course, you can have job guidance without a job, facing a lot of self-respect issues. So what is the next message for Lalita regarding work? What is the next message for Lalita regarding work, and any upcoming energies that we need to know regarding jobs? So what is coming up for Lalita? Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, and spirit team. What is coming up for Lalita in the next few days regarding work? Okay, so this is a Five of Swords energy, is a little bit about self-inflicted pain, right? So it's almost like it says that you tend to rely on yourself. So this might ask you to go inwards in terms of collaboration. How can you collaborate? How can you collaborate with one another? How can you invite certain people to take you a little bit higher regarding your connection with your divine masculine, with your own divine inner masculine? Like, what we end up doing on this twin flame journey is we try and find our own soul path. And the Five of Swords is just saying that there is this kind of conflict that is happening right now. In this conflict situation, we're seeing that you might need to stop relying on yourself to do everything and be everything for everyone. And in this sense of being for everyone, you might need to start looking at people who can help you on your journey. Like, have conversations about what you want in your career, you know, have conversations about what is upcoming in the industry that you're in. And I'm going to get some clarification on this as well. So it's saying that you don't need to rely on yourself for your career. What other messages do we need to know regarding the Five of Swords? Oh, the card fell on the bottom of the deck, bottom of the floor, should I say, is the King of Pentacles. So I am seeing there is this sense of abundance that is coming in when you are able to stop doing things yourself. So as soon as you can kind of have this letting go of control. So even though we've got the King of Pentacles is about control, but as soon as you stop letting go of control, as soon as you kind of have other people to help you out, you're actually going to come into this sense of abundant energy in this material world. So whatever's coming next for you, ask for people's support. Like, you know, what are you looking for? What types of jobs are you wanting to get into? And within that, you're actually going to manifest this abundance in this lifetime. So I hope that helped. Sohini, hi Susie. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that everybody's here. Thank you so much for donating. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to answer your questions about your divine masculine in a second. So that's completely fine. Make sure you listen back because I am going to ask a few more questions for you. I was looking for you in the members only, and we had such a ball in our members only question and answer. So that was fun. That was so fun. Anything about Sohini's current energy and that might need your immediate attention? What a beautiful question. I love that question. Most people ask about their divine masculine, which isn't wrong, but like asking what you need to do for your current energy and how you can actually expand that, it's such a beautiful sense of growth, right? It's such a beautiful way of looking at things, of what do I need to do to expand into the version of myself that is already in union with my divine masculine, right? So thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team. What is Sohini's current energy? And what does she need to know at this current time? So you've got one card that come out. What do you need to know? Angels, guardians, ancestors, spirit team. What does she need to know at this time? Okay, that was a lot of cards. At the bottom of the deck, let me just show you. We've got the Strength card. So you are embodying this sense of auspicious time right now. You are kind of stepping into your own power. And so the cards that actually came out, so the first card, let me just show you, this is the way they came out in order. So the King of Wands, we've got, this is mostly you taking the lead on things. You might be called to do a few more passionate things around your life. And what I'm seeing is, go and listen to the calls that you are being asked and guided towards. So say, for example, if things light you up or make you happy, go do those things. If all of a sudden this song pops up in your head and it reminds you of something, go and listen to that song. Go do that thing. If, for example, you're like a place or a venue pops into your head, go and have adventures in that area. So you're connecting very much into your higher version of yourself. And within that time, these are the things that you need to be acting upon. It's like those little nudges, those little action points. And so this is you having more of a dialogue with your higher self. When you're in communication with your higher self, your inner divine masculine and feminine within actually have that real clear line of communication with source. And this is you trying to integrate the communication with your divine masculine and feminine, and that's actually helping you grow at an exponential rate. And you are going through this kind of death and rebirth, so it's something that you're kind of laying to rest the old version of you who may have been preoccupied too much on something else, on distractions, on things that really weren't aligning with your soul. And I feel like this is why we have the King of Wands energy. The more and more you tap into your passions, the more and more the old version of yourself, the distractions, the pain, is kind of falling away, and you're like shedding your skin and emerging through this into the new version of yourself. But this has actually taken some sleepless nights, maybe some nightmares you may be having, some kind of like overthinking, and this might have also come up in a dream state where you're actually feeling a few nightmares come up. As I said, you might have a hard time getting to bed, or you may have slept really well but woke up tired. And that's what I'm getting right now for the Nine of Swords. But this is the new beginning that you're waiting for. So whilst you're enhancing your passions, whilst you're listening to the guidance within, whilst you're shedding the old version of yourself, this isn't going to be an easy journey for you at this time. But what it is helping you to do is step into the new version of yourself, step into the version of yourself that is starting this new cycle, this new blossoming, this unflowering of yourself that is going to just kind of expand into the next few months in this current state. So that is pretty beautiful. So Susie, what have we got for you? Susie, thank you so much for donating. I'm so appreciative of you. I'm going to go into messages from your divine masculine. You've been having nightmares about professional projects. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just insane the types of cards that come out. I'm so glad that you did resonate with that. And thank you so much for joining me on this live as well. Like, things are going to turn around. They are going to turn around quickly. So even if it feels a little bit, oh, holy, I don't know what to do right now. What is going on? It's going to pass because you're doing the right things. Like, even your question was completely bang on. Like, your growth is like, it's like your heart chakra, your soul is like expanding out into this world, and you're actually in a really, really amazing place. Like, even if it may not feel like it, you definitely are in a real big place. Susie, I'm going to ask a few questions about your divine masculine first. So I'm going to ask about any what is the overall energy for Susie's divine masculines right now? And then obviously any messages that you want to share with Susie at this time. So let's just like this, because I'm so, so grateful for you. And what is the overall energies for the divine masculines at the time? So one card that wanted to come out straight away, they are in waiting. What are they in waiting for? What is this Three of Wands here card here for? What is their energies and why are they waiting? Oh, okay, so two cards wanted to come out. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card. This is something that I had mentioned in the members only question and answer. And so what I'm thinking is right now, the divine masculine is going through quite a heavy moment. So any divine feminines who have been ill or getting like quite pain, a lot of pain in their physical body, maybe bloated, maybe headaches, maybe sickness, maybe getting ill, like you're feeling the physical manifestations of the emotions that the divine masculines are going through. This is something that they're holding back on. When they're not feeling good, they're not going to want to communicate. But the Three of Wands have come out to say, we've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Pentacles obviously is about that complete abundance, right? It's that legacy. They're wanting to create that legacy with you. But also I'm getting that the overall energy is about pausing. This rest card, this 4 of Swords, this 3 of Wands is about rest. So they are going through quite a heavy period of ascension, quite a heavy period of these emotions right now that are triggering them to heal. And that's actually letting them choose between, if you want this 10 of Pentacles, you're going to need to rest right now. If you want this success, you're going to need to pause right now. So they're not really taking action on anything at this time, because they know that anything that they take action on needs to be deliberate and then it needs to be purposeful. So what are the messages that you would like to say, Jay, to your divine feminine, Susie? So this card wanted to also come out, so I'm going to pop that one out. What are the messages that you want to share with Susie? What are the messages? Okay, so we've got 4 cards. Let's have a look. So there is going to be some sort of ego behavior that is pulling them back. So they may be keeping a close eye on you at this time. And there may be some reservations in what they truly want to say. I feel like there is this sense of uncertainty that if I share too much, will she still stick around? Like if I keep things light, will it still be okay? like, I don't want to get too deep too quickly. And that's kind of like, it's that push and pull action. This is why I said earlier, they're probably like resting and deliberating and kind of waiting. And there's this person right now taking the bins back into his home, and he's got 2-2 on them. So you could be seeing 2-2 lately. And what I'm seeing is your divine masculine is trying to find the balance within themselves, is trying to find the balance between, okay, do I need to act on impulse? Probably not. Do I need to pause before I speak and how I act and what I want to say? Because they're getting quite overwhelmed with this sense of emotions. Like, it's almost like they're just peeling back the layers of their heart, Susie. And then what I'm getting regarding the messages for you is we have the 7 of Cups. So they are actually looking back at the times that they haven't come forward, that they haven't felt, they haven't respected this connection enough. They haven't honored you or this connection as much as they should have. This is something that they are kind of going back and forth on, and they kind of feel a little bit of remorse, a little bit of anger on themselves. I feel like this is probably why we also have this devil card, is because at the bottom of the deck, obviously the devil card was here. It's just going, I think I've made a really bad mistake. I think I've made a really bad error. And this is actually them saying, okay, maybe I need to choose a little bit more deliberately, right? They need to choose a little bit more deliberately. And that's what I'm seeing regarding that 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles energy. And then we have the High Priestess. So this is really, really beautiful regarding your divine masculine sees you as the High Priestess. This is the next level up from the Empress energy. So they recognize you as powerful. They recognize you to be so incredible that you're probably good on your own without them. So they need to build up their level of worthiness, of prestige, of self-respect, because they know they need to step up with you. Like, you probably haven't even asked them for anything, but they just feel this level of, when I'm with you, when I'm around you, I need to step up because I know that I didn't respect and show you how worthy you are, and I need to step up and do that. And that's why they pause. That's why they're like, okay, so is this purposeful? What am I saying? How am I doing it? Does this show them how high regard I see them in, right? And the last 2 cards that we've got is the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Now, I do really like this combination because what I am actually seeing is this is the material sense of divine masculine. So before, they might have walked away from this connection. Now I'm seeing, I don't know why, but I just saw like an angel baby. Maybe you've got spirit babies helping this connection. I can genuinely see a spirit baby here. So your divine masculine might be being assisted by their spirit babies, by their spirit guides, to help them not walk away from the vision of themselves that needs to raise higher, but walk away from the vision of themselves that doesn't deem them worthy enough. They need to get into this King of Pentacles energy where they can be reliable, where they can be loyal, where they can be mature, where they can be honest. And that's what they're trying to work on. They're trying to, come up to the level of you. But right now, it's quite a low frequency. They do need to go through these devil energies, these tower moments. And actually coming towards you, Susie, it's actually saying, the best that I can do is get to the King of Pentacles. And then the best that I can do is probably get to the Emperor. Then the best that I can probably do is get to the High Priestess. So even though you're quite high up in their mindset, they see you regarding energies. But what I'm seeing right now is they are walking away from the old version of themselves, and their spirit babies, your spirit babies even, are helping them move into that energy. So let's have a look at a few other questions. Oh, so what does Susie need to do right now? So are there any messages for Susie and her next actions regarding this connection, or just general messages. Are there any messages that we need to relay? Angels, ancestors, and guides. What does Susie need to know? What does she need to do? I think you did ask that question last time. Look at this. We've got the 10 of Pentacles now again. So this is your energy. So this is where I was saying that High Priestess energy, this abundance energy from your Divine Masculine is coming in so much that actually both of you are bringing in this 10 of Pentacles energy. And what do you need to do? You can't make it up. Honestly. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We've now got the King of Pentacles. We've got the 10 of Cups and your divine 10 of Pentacles, and your Divine Masculine came up as the King of Pentacles. So what you're doing right now, whatever you're doing, Susie, you're actually bringing in the frequency of your Divine Masculine. So you're in full alignment of this connection. And because you come across as a High Priestess, you can mold yourself back into the King of Pentacles energy because you're so high level. It's like, when you're at low level, you can't get to the higher level frequency. You need to get to the higher level frequency and you can drop down easily. But those people at low levels can't get to the high level frequency. You need to get here first in order for you to drop down. This is you, Divine Feminine. You, Susie, are the High Priestess. You're so high up in your energy, which means you can drop down to your Divine Masculine and meet them in the physical plane. So as they're working on themselves, as they're ascending, as they are walking away from the old version of themselves, they're actually bringing into alignment this King of Pentacles energy. And this King of Pentacles is where you meet one another. Like, you're meeting each other on the heart space. You're meeting each other in the physical. There is going to be a meetup, a meet cute, I just heard. And that is like imminent. I hope that helped. What else have we got? Thank you, Sohini. Thank you for being here. Lalita, yeah, luckily it's not raining here, but usually it is. Hi, Diamond Girl. Hi, Michaela. Oh my gosh, Michaela, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I wasn't able to like this. How can I not like that? I'm just going to send you some hearts anyway. Thank you so much for donating. Do you have a question? Guidance for you on what you see? Yes, Shreya, ask a question. You are not too late. You are not too late. Spirit babies. Did you just join when I talked about spirit babies, Krista? This is insane. See, everything. This is why I say these question and answers, you do need to listen to them, because there's going to be few snippets that your Divine Masculine will put in for you guys, for each other. Because the other day, holy shit, this is the one card. Look, can you see? This is the one card. All of the cards are in line. All of the cards are in line. This is the one card that is upright. This is the emotional Divine Masculine. So right now, who am I reading for? Michaela, this is guidance in what you see in your connection. There's going to be an overflowing of love and emotion, communication about how they feel. Why? I'm going to get some messages on this. Why is the King of Cups here for Michaela? Why is the King of Cups here for Michaela? Why is the King of Cups here for Michaela? Why is the King of Cups here? One more card. Why is the King of Cups here? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so funnily enough, this was at the back of the deck, and I actually did see it whilst I was talking about the King of Cups, but I didn't call it out. So what we've got right now, let me just pop that here. Let me see if you can actually see that on screen. There we go. And then that was the card before then. So right now, there is an outpouring of love and emotion that is going to come through to you. And I feel like this is more your Divine Masculine shedding. Like, as I said earlier, your Divine Masculines are kind of going through this tower moment, and you're going to be feeling this in the physical Divine Feminines. So as you're probably feeling a little bit emotional, you know, you might be tearing up at like TikTok videos or Instagram videos. This is something that you have neglected to embrace about yourself. Like, a lot of times, sometimes even for women, Crying has been seen as a weakness. Like we would do it in the shadows. We would do it while we're watching TV or watching a movie on our own. We wouldn't share that experience with anyone. And it's actually a really beautiful way of shedding. So your divine masculine is actually going through something in a physical way, and their level of emotions aren't able to communicate with you regarding this, but you are able to communicate with yourself and almost help them shed it in a physical way. So you're helping your divine masculines shed these emotions, these being left out in the cold. And what I have seen as well is what is coming up for you right now is victory, is success, is forward movement regarding you, where you are, your connection. Like this is all like fire energy. For me, it's like Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. Like this is you guys, you especially Michaela, moving forward. You're going to have success and victory in the next few weeks and months, but it's also going to help your connection because you're moving forward in your higher ascension. You're actually coming into this new sense of abundance, of, you know, emotional vulnerability. You're honoring your dark side. You've gone through some like probably triggers and healing that you're currently doing, and that's actually leading to major victory and success regarding you and your connection moving forward. Like look at this card. You're actually holding the worlds together, and this is actually showing up to say this is both of you deciding what you want to do. Like it's almost like you've got a big giant map or a globe in front of you, and you're saying, where do you want to go? What should we do? Like where do we want to go plan our adventure? Are there any other messages that Michaela needs to know at this time? Are there any other messages that Michaela needs to know at this time? Oh, okay, quite a lot. Let's have a look. Oh, the 3 of Wands. So somebody seems to be in this waiting phase, in this waiting like kind of scenario, but we are seeing the Queen of Swords. So right now, especially during this new moon time, whoever's listening to these messages, speak what you want into existence. If this is union with your divine masculine, speak it into the ethereal realm and into the new moon energies. Put anything that you don't want on paper, burn it, let that ritual go, and then manifest the vision and speak it into existence. Speak it into your heart space, feel it, and actually allow yourself to be in this element of patience, waiting for it to come about at the right time, because what you're dreaming of is a fraction of what you are going to receive. So be thankful for what you've got. Be thankful for where you are and all your blessings and even the challenges that you're experiencing at this time, because it's actually going to pinpoint everything you are going to call in this next phase of your current life. So Lalita, divine's mindset towards Lalita. What is the divine masculine's mindset towards Lalita? Okay, we've got a few cards that wanted to come out. Bottom of the deck, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is all about equal and opposite reciprocity. The divine masculines probably haven't been as forthcoming. Maybe they haven't been as generous with their time, with their effort, with their energy. And that's become apparent because that's one of the reasons that holds them back. But what I am seeing is the first card that actually came out is yes. Their mindset is on a yes. They do want to speak the truth. They do want to come forward with some sort of honest communication. And then what do we have? Is we have the King of Cups here again. This is like honest communication about how they feel. So having these 2 combinations in the deck is actually saying that this is something that they wanted to come forward with. Your divine masculine's headspace is about wanting to share the truth about their feelings, about their emotions, about their vulnerabilities. And this is actually quite special because we've got the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. So remember, we've got the 6 of Pentacles that came up. So we're already in the 6-6 energy. This is happening like almost now. And this is something that even though they do want to come forward with some sort of communication regarding their emotions and how they feel at this time, they actually do want to move forward towards union. They want to move forward towards celebration. They want to move forward towards you. And there's no karmic energy here. Like, look at all these cards. Karma's not even in the picture. So Lolita, you don't even need to worry about your karmic, their karmic. Like, let them learn their lessons, because the karmics are there for a specific purpose that you can't give them that lesson yourself. Otherwise, you would be together in the physical. What's happening is, let them learn their lesson with their karma. Karmics are very, very important for them to learn the lessons. They are going to need to nurture this sense of emotional openness, vulnerability. And that's the only way they can do this. So their karmics are actually helping them move forward into understanding what they want, right? So that's what I've got right now for Lolita. What else have we got here? Have we got movement towards Himanshi? Is there movement towards Himanshi? What movement and what communication do you want to share with Himanshi at this time? What movement is coming towards Himanshi and Puneet? And what does Himanshi need to know at this time? So thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and team. What movement is towards Himanshi at this time? What movement, towards Himanshi, and what do you want to say to Himanshi at this time? Okay, one card. One more card, please. One more card, please. Angels just said no more cards, please. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. All right, let's just jump and get this card that fell over. So the movement regarding the connection is happiness. This is the most happiest card in the deck. This is the Sun card sharing that there is happiness coming towards this connection. This is happiness. This is abundance. This is fortune. This is everything that you've wished for, desired for, is coming in. And then we have movement about changing their cycles. The only reason, because we had a lot of heavy energies, right? We had the 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. We had quite a lot of like betrayal, karmic energy surrounding Puneet at this time. And this is actually the movement moving forward. They need to go through that process. We can't rush them through this process in order for them to start this new cycle, this new versions of themselves and the versions of them that can actually come into union with you. And then we have 2 more cards that came out. Okay, so the 7 of Swords actually came out again for Puneet regarding communication. So right now, okay, so there is a blocking communication. That is completely clear. I have not coughed for the last 4 hours, 5 hours. This is the first time my throat is actually being blocked up. So I don't feel that there's going to be imminent communication right at this time, because there is this sense of sabotage. If, for example, communication does come in, it's not going to be permanent union. Like if even if your divine masculine comes in, it's like it'll just be in and out. Like, do you want this in and out behavior? It's literally 6-6 on the numbers right now. So it's actually saying that this is a very, very, very important time for them to come into the new version of themselves. Like, they need to go through their own karma, their own healing. And whilst they are stuck in this energy of betrayal, of like insecurities, they're probably setting themselves up for failure at this time. I'm seeing, even if they did come in and communicate, well, it won't be long lasting, because they're not able to appreciate you. The whole point of separation is appreciation for one another, is to know that this is the person that I should have been better with, right? I should be treating them like a high priestess. I should be doing this. And the only way we can do that is show up for ourselves in a higher regard. So if there is communication, it might be short-lived. It might be just like a check-in, a hi, hello, hey, how things going? But it won't be anything tangible. So it's almost like asking your divine masculine to come in when they're ready, asking your divine masculine to feel that once they do the healing, once they've put the emphasis and work on themselves, that you are ready to receive them. And in the time being, you can be working on yourself, you know, ascending higher in your spiritual journey. But overall, remember, the message was the sun. There is happiness coming in. There is happiness regarding this connection. So I hope you're able to, let them go through their own like karmic journey, go through their own processes, because your connection is being guided by angels. It is being protected, because I've just seen 444 on the clock. So do we have any questions? Energy check-in for Shreya. Let's do it. Energy check-in for Shreya. Oh, Alejandra. Yes, of course. I would love to answer that question for you. So let's go through Shreya's message. What is the energy check-in for Shreya? And what are the messages that they need to know at this time? So thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team. Yeah, Himanshi, if you're seeing 444, thank the angels. They are keeping you separate for a specific reason. All the challenges that you're going through is for a specific reason. So accept that guidance, accept that both of your connections are being brought together at the right time. It can't be brought in earlier. So if we go to Shreya's angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team, what energies are around Shreya at this time? What energies are around Shreya at this time? What does Shreya need to know? What are the messages that are coming up at this time? So we've got one card, two cards. Let me just get one more card out here. Okay, perfect. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Cups. I love this. I feel like for now, you're in this sense of unconditional love, this unconditional love for yourself, for your friends, for your family. I feel like there's a lot of gratitude around you, and there's a lot of expansion of the heart. And it's really funny because you've actually got a heart in your question. So this is really beautiful, just to amplify that your energy right now is really abundant. It's all about unconditional love. And so right now we've got this waiting for your ships to come in, something that you've been working on for a while. It's almost like you're waiting on something. You might be waiting for a contract. You might be waiting for some sort of news, some sort of delivery. And it's almost like you're communicating with spirit at this time, just to say, you know, can you just give me a sign regarding if this is the right path? Can you just give me a sign whether this is the right thing to do? And you know what? Take it from yourself as whatever you're pouring into, whatever your intentions are, whatever your focus is towards whichever energy, that is actually going to come with positive news, with positive, because it's been sent with positive intentions. It's actually coming in with positive news. And this is the news that you've been waiting for. Page of Swords is communication. This is going to be something that you have been waiting for, this sense of communication. And this is a confirmation to say it's going to come. It's going to come in for you, and it's going to be something that is quite unexpected. You might get an answer to one of your questions, but it's also going to be something that you didn't expect, and you might need to make a decision on this. But look at this. At the back of the last card that cropped up was the Eight of Swords. So because you've been waiting for this decision for a while, when the communication does come in, this is going to actually make you pause for thought. So in this period, you're going to have to really think about it. But this is where we have this Ace of Cups. Come back to your heart space. Whatever communication comes in, whatever options and offers come in, come back to your heart space, come back to your intentions, then make a decision. So that's the overall message that I've got right now. Let me know if that actually resonates. And I'm just going to go through one more question because I do have a coaching call next. So last question for Alejandra. Thank you everyone for being here. Honestly, I'm so appreciative of all of you. Is there movement between you and your divine masculine? How can you drop further into inner union? Oh, I like that question. So first, Will there be movement towards Alejandra and their divine masculine? So thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, spirit team. Is there movement? Okay, so the one card that did really, really, really want to come out is the Chariot. There's definite movement. You literally got the fastest moving deck in the fastest moving card in the deck. This is the fastest moving card because this is the major arcana. Now, I see this as a divine masculine embodiment. This is the divine masculine kind of pointing their wand towards these two sphinxes, and it's saying charge ahead, go forward. And again, it's 6:06 on the clock. So this is something that is happening quite quickly. You are going to receive something in the near future. I want to get some more clarification on this, actually. Why is the Chariot card here for Alejandra? Why is the Chariot card here? Okay, this is awesome. I cannot wait to show you these cards. At the bottom of the deck, the Judgment card. Oh, Knight of Swords wanted to come out. So this is fast. This is another confirmation of fast moving energy. Knight of Swords is usually the impulsive knight, the rushing things, making impulsive decisions. But the Judgment card is here to show you that this is something that the divine has orchestrated in a very specific way. You are going to meet in a very specific way, in a very divinely orchestrated arrangement, in perfect timing. Okay, so what are the messages that come up? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel is turning. Whatever either of you have done in your situation, you've actually brought about a change in the karmic tides. So what has happened is this Chariot card, the only way it's able to move forward is because you've both done the work and allowed the gates to open, because this wheel is turned. It's literally like a big, big wheel I'm seeing. And the doors to these being opened, the doors to this abundance coming in, is because you've both done the work with your energy, with your timeline, with your ancestors and spirit guides. And the three cards that wanted to come out after, what your question was, how can what is the movement between you and your divine masculine? Well, we've got the Six of Swords, another movement card. Like, this is the second, if it wasn't for the Eight of Wands, this is your second quick movement card, right? This is movement towards the both of you regarding abundance. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. Everything that you've been doing will come into this reality. And we've got the Lovers card, a 6 card, saying that this is a union that has genuinely been divinely orchestrated, and actually it's only going to come in at the right time, in the right moment. It won't come any earlier, and it's not going to come any later. It's going to be very, very specific. So Spirit is going to send you messages and signs regarding the numbers and regarding what's coming forward. So just keep paying attention to the signs. Spirit says the angels are on your side, and they just want to keep nudging you in the right direction. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm just going to answer Amanda's question because I didn't see your question. So last but one question: what is your divine masculine's current status? Single, married, to karmic? Thank you so much. Okay. So dear angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team, what is Amanda's divine masculine's current status? Can you please give me an obvious answer? What is the divine masculine's current status? What is the divine masculine's current status? Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and then the Four of Swords that wanted to come out. Now, what I'm seeing right now is there are karmics who are keeping an eye on them, but they are also being guided and watched over by your divine ancestral team. Now, this is also something that the divine masculine have been asking for. They've been wanting some clarity on what is happening for them. This isn't an obvious I'm single card, but I feel like this is more, they're in the single energy. They're in this single energy. So even if they are in a karmic connection, I feel like they're building up the strength to let that go. But that is something that they are working passionately towards. So this Page of Pentacles is just saying that they want to make an offer regarding them being single or them changing their status, and it's going to require a little bit of courage, it's going to require a little bit of strength, a little bit of passion, but right now they're just kind of not making any decision whatsoever. So it feels like they think they're single, even though their karmic might think they're in a relationship. You know how sometimes when people are talking, you're like, oh, we're already together, we're connected, we're married, kind of thing. It's like it's not official status, but the divine masculines are already checked out. And that's what I'm getting from their energy. So their energy says they're single, but I don't think that's what's happening in the 3D. Okay, so last question. Oh, Alejandra, I forgot to add on. How can you drop further into inner union? How can you drop further into inner union? What did I say? The fastest moving night. Things are just moving fast for you. Whatever you're doing right now. Why is the Knight of Swords here? How can Alejandra move into? How can Alejandra move into inner union? Okay, so there is going to be some sort of negotiation. Look at both of these cards. They're very fighty, flighty energy cards. Somebody might change your perspective on where you're heading, but don't let anybody derail you from your path right now. Because what's happening is you are going to get triggers on what your abundance, what your happiness is. So if you are getting triggered, you may be getting triggered in the external regarding moving forward. You might be experiencing blocks. Some of these might be triggering, but it's actually asking you to keep persevering towards your happiness. This is purposeful towards your happiness. So your inner union is going to expand the more and more you close down outside distractions, if that makes sense. So that was a really quick, I just want to keep going. And I've got one more question. Himanshi's intention towards, Puneet's intention towards Himanshi. So what is Puneet's intention towards Himanshi? So last question, and then I really, really do have to go. So what is Puneet's intention towards Himanshi? What is Puneet's intention towards Himanshi? Okay, so there is walking away energy. There is, again, I'm just getting this betrayal energy. I'm getting this waiting energy. Like a lot of your energy right now is in this waiting, in this energy of waiting for your divine masculine to connect with you, waiting for them to communicate with you. There is this sense of death and rebirth. There has to be this shift in energy. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going around in loops. I feel that because they're going through quite a lot of heavy changes, they're going through these karmics, and they're having to do their own healing, that actually this waiting energy is not conducive to helping them. The more ways you can help them move forward in the connection is focusing on yourself. And then we have the Knight of Wands in the inverse. So Knight of Wands is similar to the Knight of Swords, movement forward. This came out in the inverse, which means that they need to move forwards towards themselves. They need to work on themselves before they can actually move forward. And that's why there's a block in communication. That's why there's a block in movement. Does that make sense? So I feel as if their intentions towards you, they can't really move forward. They can't move out of the energy because they're in waiting. They're in stuck energy. They are being halted by divine. And this could even be in the next day or so. Like, because remember, these are current energies. So what they're going through right now could change tomorrow, could change the next day or the day after. So don't get too hung up on what's happening right now. This is just current energies. They could They could go through it tonight, right? They could go through it tomorrow. It's just what's happening right now. They're just going through a lot. So the more you focus on yourself, the more you meditate, the more you kind of almost like cut them out of your energy for now, they're going to come back in. Like that's just how twin flames work. This is just insane. The more and more you focus on yourself, the more and more at the bottom of the deck, this is what you need to know. Your happiness doesn't reside on them. Your happiness resides on you. And that's how you get into union, when you come into union with yourself. So I hope that helps. I thank you all so much. And I love you all. And yeah, if these messages resonate, please do click the like button and let me know if they did resonate. And I'll see you on the next live. I'm sending you so much love. Bye.